What is up, YouTube? Today we're going to be going over a money play found in the Oakland Raiders offense. Now, this money play, you can also find it in the New Orleans Saints offense, and it's going to be found in I form close. Now, before we get into that, I want to introduce something that I'm going to be rolling out here in the next few days. It's called Patreon. If you don't know what Patreon is, it is your opportunity to be able to support a creator and then also get exclusive content. Now, some things I'm going to be bringing out for you guys over there that's not going to be available on YouTube are some mini schemes, some defenses, and then also weekly live stream Q&A where you guys can come in, ask me any Madden related question. We're going to be able to get you guys elevated to that next step to maybe even start competing in some event. So I form close. The play is going to be wide receiver out. Now, I recommend probably running this with the San Francisco 49ers just because George Kittle is fast and he's got some good route running for his tight end. Travis Kelce is not bad, but it could be better. It could be better. So we're going to start out under cover 2. Now, one thing you got to keep in mind, some games cloud flats play good, some games they suck. That's just how Madden 20 is, and that's how practice mode is as well. Practice mode is no exception to that rule. So generally speaking, what we want to do to set this play up is we're going to go ahead and block both running backs, X on hitch, B on either a drag or a slant. Either one's going to be fine. If it's man coverage, slants are probably going to be a little bit better because they can get a little more space between their man and their route running. So what we want to do here is I'm going to just run a simple drag. I'm going to hop off Bobby Wagner. We're going to motion him over, and we're going to create a high-low read. Now, depending on how this cloud flat plays, you can see that time he plays it pretty darn good. You can oftentimes find yourself just to be able to roll out, hit it over the top very easily. If you're running into that issue, the thing that I recommend is you start putting X on a flat route, and then everything else remains the same. Flat route X, B on a drag or slant, motion over, double team, snap, and we're going to roll out to the left. So right there, bam, hit the underneath stuff, and off to the races we go. One thing I have noticed occasionally in practice mode, I don't know if this is like some sort of glitch or whatever, is if you flip it and run it just like everything else, sometimes that cloud flat will get stuck down for one reason or another. I'm going to go ahead and just try rolling out again. We'll see if it does that in this case. If not, we're going to be able to hit the underneath stuff pretty well. So right there, bam, pass lead it straight up, and you can see dot. Now, what you may find is that cloud flat sometimes may actually come down and play a little bit lower than what it should, but for the most part, both cloud flats, you should be fairly safe in just throwing a pass lead straight up. Of course, if you notice that the cloud flats are playing over the top fairly aggressively, just put flat routes out there or a zig route or an out route and start hitting that underneath stuff. So that's a little bit about cover 2. Cover 3, this is a really, really good play against cover 3. I think this is far better against cover 3 than a cover 2. So let's just go into cover 3 sky. Again, I form close, wide receiver out. So set it up. X on a hitch. Block both your running back and your fullback. B on a drag or a slant. Either one's fine. That's kind of, to me, it's personal choice. Snap. And we're going to try rolling out. It's right there. Bam. No look dead eye, dashing dead eye, on the run, baby, dot. So you can see right there, it's going to get a lot more open against a cover 3. The one variety you've got to worry about, we're going to try and simulate a cover 3 with a cloud flat on that side of the field. We'll just put this guy out, hop on, get everything set up, X on a hitch, B on a drag or slant. We're going to put him on a slant this time, motion him over. Again, creating a basic high-low read. He's right there, plays the underneath stuff, and pass lead it down into the outside. You can see right there, dot. So now I want to talk about cover 4 quarters. I usually don't talk about quarters very often because people frankly don't run that all too much, but quarters can be a very tough thing to beat, I guess you could say, against this particular play. And it's because of the reads, the way that the reads go. If you're late, you're going to throw a pick. If you're early, you could throw a pick. And so we're going to go ahead and set this up again. We're going to go and put X on hitch, Y and RB block, B, let's just go and put them on a drag, create a high-low read. That's the big thing about cover 4 is a high-low read all the time. So you see the hitch will hold the quarter flat. Bam, we hit the over top. But if you throw that post route late, you're going to get picked off by the outside quarter. So there's some things you've got to worry about that. I'm going to go ahead and this time I'm going to purposely throw it late. So motion snap. We're going to wait. You can see right there. That time, amazingly enough, that outside quarter does not come down and play it. I have seen far too often that the outside quarter is going to jump that route a lot better than what you may anticipate. If it's doing something good like that, then just keep hitting it. But you can see right there, the hitch pulled the quarter flat down. We got a high-low read in the middle of the field. The 3-yard hook gets split between the two, and we're essentially just going to choose who we hit. So we'll do this one more time. I feel like that was kind of a little bit lucky. Motion him over, motion snap. Bam, you can see right there, we can hit the underneath stuff. Off the races we go with the cheetah, and cheetah's getting chased down by some 90 speed DB. But you guys can see right there, as we're going to instant replay, we're easily able to hit the underneath stuff. And I guess for now, right now in this situation, we're able to hit the post route. Now, as I was saying earlier, don't bank on this post route getting open every single time, because oftentimes if you throw it too late, this guy right here is going to play it. He's going to essentially just going to transition down and play that post route late. So you got to be really careful about hitting that post. If you notice that he's not playing it all that game, you can hit that post. If you notice that he is playing it, then you're going to hit the underneath stuff, or you're going to hit that little hitch route with a low ball very, very easily. So that's how you're going to attack cover 4 quarters. Again, I usually don't really cover quarters too much because not very many people run it. You don't see that defense all too often because it's not that good this year. It's just far easily, way too easily broken. But let's go into a cover 2 now, cover 2 man. But this is going to work the same exact way as if it were a 3-4 as far as man defense is concerned. Right here, you can either hit the hitch or you can hit this motion drag or slant. I like slants against man coverage more specifically because I just feel like they get a better release and a little bit of a speed boost as well. So right there, bam, hit the hitch. Of course, that's Tyreek Hill, and nobody's going to be able to keep up with Tyreek Hill whatsoever. But even with a mediocre wide receiver, a motion slant is going to kill man coverage. Now, this in particular, this hitch and this slant are going to dominate man coverage. So we'll motion them over, and we'll even press, snap the ball. It's right there, bam, we can hit the hitch underneath. Low point pass for an easy completion. In this situation, Travis Kelce, he isn't going to do too well because he's more focused on in and out routes than he has post routes. And so this is where George Kittle is really starting to shine. And this is where I kind of recommend having George Kittle anyways. So you guys can see right there, we'll do a drag this time. Motion him over. You can see right there, that's a drag. You get the hitch, you can hit the drag. Depending on how well that post routes ran, you can see right there, the post routes ran very crisply by Travis Kelce, and we're able to fit in for almost a 20-yard gain. So this is a little bit about this money play. Again, this mini scheme is going to be dropping on my Patreon here in the next few days. The price is starting as low as $2 a month. So that's pretty cheap to get access to weekly live streams. You guys can come ask me questions and also get exclusive content. I'm thinking of doing it twice a week, and of course doing live stream every week. So with that being said, be on the lookout for that, and on the lookout for some more stuff coming out here in the next week or so, week or 2 weeks from now. So anyways, I appreciate every single one of you guys. We are getting closer and closer daily to hitting the 1K marker. So let's hit it. And until next time, guys, get in the lab. This has been T Meister. See ya.